Whether or not the Stargate program should go public?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Babbled incoherently.
I mean, could you imagine if it ever did?
Try not to think about it.
Oh, please, we have a difference of opinion on just about everything.
Give me an example.
I don't know. Pick something.
That's terrible. And yet, not our problem.
Mother is growing impatient with your narrow-mindedness.
Eventually, inevitably, this program is going to be disclosed to the American people and to the whole world.
Mr. President, I mean, this is truly so outrageous. I feel compelled on behalf of everyone who has no idea that...
We'd be colonizing space right now if it hadn't been for the Dark Ages. There was a period of over 800 years where science was heresy and anathema. Maybe they didn't have that setback.
I wonder, if we had never suffered the Wraith, would my people have created a civilization such as this?
If the effect of this spreads to the general public, we could have a massive disaster on our hands. People just aren't used to seeing unusual things the way we are.
So how do you think the American people are going to react, the world is going to react, when they discover that a war, an alien war, has been waged without their knowledge?
We spend all of our time trying to protect the world from the ghoul. Maybe we should worry a little more about protecting it from ourselves.
The ghoul don't want a winner. They want us to destroy each other.
I mean, otherwise, we just stand here and watch them invade your world.
I mean, people might eventually be able to deal with it, but not before it turns the world upside down.
Like when he was in the war.
What do you mean?
The military. They did all kinds of things to those boys while they were over there. Experiments with chemical weapons and such. Messed with their heads good. My Vernon's never been the same.
We don't really know anything about that.
I'm sure you don't, honey.
It's the Gulf all over again. Only this time it's innocent civilians, too.
Government experiments are one thing, but we're talking aliens here.
You know that there are different kinds of people, right?
Of course.
In fact, there are many different kinds of life forms.
I think it's important to remember that it's not just about this planet.
We're talking about people here. People on other planets are no less human. People who have had their freedom usurped. People who are being forced to worship false gods to mask their enslavement.
You realize you're killing millions of innocent Jaffa.
Spare me, Colonel. The Jaffa are a race of warriors, bred specifically to serve the Ga'ul and enslave humans throughout the galaxy.
They're indoctrinated from childhood to believe that the gold are their gods. They don't have a choice.
And in return for taking this naquita from our soil.
Well, there are a lot of things we could help you out with. Medicine, technology, education.
We could help you down a path to a more industrialized society, but at a pace that will maintain your planet's ecological balance.
I meant your world. It must be so peaceful there, knowing that the Wraith will not come.
Oh, you'd be surprised how not peaceful it is.
In ancient Persia, if a girl had a virgin, they would go so far as to marry her corpse off before burial.
That's horrible.
The groom is usually quite well paid.
The negotiation you mediated in North Africa.
What does that have to do with this?
Well, just that the Stargate probably makes that seem like child's play.
Well, all I can say is whatever problems there are between your planet's nations, they will seem insignificant when you do find out what's going on out there.
We've seen it happen on other planets like Earth. In one case, public revelation of the Stargate caused an apocalyptic world war.
Oh, that would be the ultimate irony, wouldn't it? You secretly save the world from destruction at the hands of alien invaders, only for us to destroy ourselves out of fear. After the
We
fact.
can't just visit planets, take away their defenses, uproot their cultures, and bring them all back here to Atlantis.
If they have a ZPM, yes, we can.
Oh my God, how morally superior you must feel.
Elizabeth, they live in trees.
The Undari people would welcome a fresh start, given the oppression we've suffered in the past.
The only thing you suffered under Terranian rule was peace and good government.
And mass arrests, summary executions.
In response to terrorist acts against innocent civilians.
Whoa! Whoa! We're getting a bit off topic here, don't you think?
That would require us to reveal the existence of the Stargate.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
You are asking us to reveal something to our sworn enemies that we have yet to admit to our own people.
As long as you've got an open mind. Colonel.
Colonel?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Are you listening?
Let's try not to.
I wasn't listening.
You know the worst part about this? Every time we loop, Daniel asks me a question, and I wasn't listening the first time.
Well, to be honest with you, I wasn't really paying attention.
Really?
All right, you two do what you do.
Daniel, I can't even think straight, let alone stay awake.